This is a weird dynamic to me, because it's not something that's overly well understood. It's something that we are starting to hear quite a bit about. I always sort of found the dynamic of, oh, that guy's depressed, as sort of the guy down the street who you don't really know and he doesn't go out of his house much, but you just kind of felt like it would never happen to you, to me. Man, 10 months, left my job, right in the middle of the depression and anxiety. Hands down, hardest situation I have ever dealt with in my life. I'm a guy who considers himself to be pretty blessed, and I found myself, wonderful wife, 2 great, beautiful children, nice home, and I found myself in the middle of that space, and it felt like even though I was standing there in the middle of it, it had all been taken from me. Because the family that I used to feel a lot of joy in being with, suddenly I felt anxiety in being with. And that's a really tough thing to get your head around. I find stress to be sort of a funny dynamic. Maybe you've had this experience before where maybe you see a friend and say, hey, Cindy, how's it going? And Cindy says, oh, busy. You wouldn't believe how busy I am. So much going on. Oh, I'm so stressed out. I got so much to do. But then when Cindy goes from the top of the spiral and starts getting depleted and starts dealing with the anxiety and the mood issues that maybe she doesn't quite understand, what does Cindy start doing? She stops talking. She stops telling you how stressed out she is, because now she just feels off and anxious and weird. And it is the exact opposite place we need to be. That's why it's so critical that we understand this dynamic on why it's so important to take care of your mental health, especially when you're up here, and especially in the kind of work that you do. Because you're dealing with people who are in pain, who have mental health issues that they're dealing with. We talked about that, right? It can really start to deplete you as well. So I would argue that you, more than the average profession, need to take care of your own mental health to make sure that you stay resilient and strong and managing things up here. So this is like I need to stamp a big Y on top of this slide, because this is the great big why you need to be proactive, why you need to be on top of how you feel and how you think and the thinking habits that you develop, and why you need to be so proactive with your mental health and your happiness and how you feel.